Come on, traveler, let's go! The world is full of lost ballads just waiting to be rediscovered.
You're also here for Mondstadt's wine, aren't you?
I don't want to add to Anthony's troubles.
Next clip is known for its views.
And a
Testing.
veggie soup. Oh, Fountain.
Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree, looking
I'm
out
really
over
just
a
testing
meadow,
how
cider in hand.
my voice is with background. I think we're cool.
I don't want to add to Anthony's troubles.
Alright, Gucci. So,
Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree, looking out over a meadow, cider in hand.
Oh, Fountain. Hear my wishes.
alright now, Gucci. I gotta turn down Mr. Venti. So, I'm going to be doing some story quests. I'm actually doing Venti's, which is ironic because I have him. So, let's get it.
Hey, look over there! She's all by herself, right? Because she's acting as if she's talking and laughing with somebody else. Paimon's creeped out. What? You mean you used to act like that too? So is this an invisible friend who hangs out with you sometimes? Or do they just exist in your imagination? Imaginary. Imagination. Oh, you must mean imagined friend, right? Why didn't you just say so? So, this imaginary friend of yours, when does Paimon get to meet them? Seriously? So, imaginary friends? Oh, Paimon was looking forward to meeting yours. Hey, don't suppose your sister has an imaginary friend too? No way! You guys are so lucky! Because they have this game in Liyue. Have you heard of it? It's a 4-player game, but it seems you guys could play it with just the 2 of you.
Oh, Traveler. Fancy meeting you here.
Tone deaf Bard. What are you doing here?
First of all, Paimon over here talking about some tone deaf bard. You're the one I want to go away. If I can replace you with Venti, my journey would be kind of chill.
I'm here because Lisa has been making some exciting new contraptions.
Why does the thought of Lisa's contraptions make Paimon so nervous?
Come now, that's no way to speak about the elegant Miss Lisa. For this particular contraption, Lisa had to import some dangerous materials from Sumeru.
Dangerous?
That's right. Looks like a monocle, but actually it's called a Nernama detector. Sadly, Lisa isn't able to use it herself, so I'm borrowing it for a while. And also, I'm testing it out for her, to see if it actually works.
Huh? Why can't Lisa use it?
Perhaps it's because she lacks a certain childlike sense of wonder. Or maybe there's some other reason for it. If you want to know for sure, just ask her yourself sometime.
So, you can see them? Go on, tell us. What does his imaginary friend look like?
That would be telling. Anyway, it's all yours now, Traveler. Take a look. See if you can see Nora's imaginary friend.
Do you see him? Do you see him?
So it does work for you two.
Paimon wants to see? Wait, but this gizmo isn't in Paimon's size. Alright then, you'll just have to be Paimon's eyes on the ground. Let's go see what everyone's imaginary friends look like. Flora from the flower shop always seems kinda floaty-headed, you know? Paimon bets she has an imaginary friend.
Liyue as Archon?
Hannah, I will make you better.
Come take a look.
There it is! Behold, a floaty imaginary friend for floaty-headed Flora! A bloaty floaty!
Wait, imaginary friends can be plants now?
Hi, Traveler. Hi, Bard. Sure. How can I help? Oh, you mean Mr. Floaty? Most people can't see him. Mr. Floaty is my bestest friend. We grew up together.
No fair. Paimon hates feeling left out.
Flora, why exactly are you friends with a bloaty floaty?
What's wrong with it? I always wanted to be friends with a plant who could fly.
Friends with a flying plant? Why?
Because then when it's windy, you and your friend can fly off into the sky together. You gotta admit that's pretty cool.
Isn't that called being blown away?
That's what some people like to call it. I only found out this plant existed from an explorer who told me stories of his adventures. I think his name was Stanley. Stanley's an adventurer. And you can tell he's an expert at it from the stories he tells. The Amazing Adventures of Stanley are super famous in Mondstadt. He's in the city at the moment. You should go ask him to tell you some of his stories.
That sounds like a fun idea for next time. But,
Flora's a pretty mysterious kid.
Which child shall we interrogate next?
Paimon's thinking. Oh, how about that little guy on the bridge? No way!
Boy, he got a whole guardian as his shit.
Well, that is unexpected.
Yeah, quite.
Timmy's imaginary friend is a ruin guard?
Like, what?
Paimon's freaking out right now. That thing is sure to attack us. Huh? Paimon has a favorite, how about we explore the... Children are more open-minded. Is that why they can think of
Why
all
are they
kinds
acting
of
like I
imaginary
couldn't, like,
friends?
literally take down that ruin guard?
Fitting, isn't it?
Like,
that the City of Freedom
I
should be
just-
home
I
to
have
children with
Ganyu.
such boundless powers of
you know
imagination.
what I'm saying? Like, I would have taken it down.
What about adults' imagination?
Just say.
Let's ask some adults at the tavern.
Yes, the tavern. Where they be drinking. They be drinking.
Can't give up.
I'm sitting here like so confused. I was like, you literally said the tavern. I went in the tavern. Nothing was happening. This is clearly telling me to go. Ooh. Is that D looking Kaya?
The thing about wine is, you have to drink it at the tavern or you miss out on half the fun.
Seems to me you'd find some way of keeping yourself amused even if you drank alone.
If I didn't know any better, I would say you're being deliberately uncivil.
Just drink responsibly on my premises, okay?
Oh, and if I did have one too many, what then? You'd throw me out along with the trash, is that it?
Throw you out?
You know, the same way you threw out Father's legacy. You sold off his mansion, or maybe you've forgotten.
I see no reason to cling to things that have outlived their purpose.
Is that so? Then I trust you were most swift indeed to part with a certain vase?
Sorry, I have no recollection.
Me? No. I don't imagine any friends. Too busy imagining epic adventures.
That's not what he said at all. Literally no.
Seems are suspicious.
But this is kind of
Grown-ups don't appear to have imaginary
tea.
friends.
Like I said, a lack of childlike wonder.
So people just stop dreaming when they grow up? Okay, well, Paimon for one never wants to grow up.
This raises an interesting question. At what age exactly do people's imaginary friends disappear? Let's go and check. How about Ellen? Someone of her age surely must have some imagination left, don't you think?
Uh-oh.
So, let me get this straight. You have a device with which you were trying to see if I have an imaginary friend? You're wasting your time. And to be clear, 15 years earlier, you still would have been wasting your time.
Imaginary friends. Wow. What a fascinating thing to investigate. I would love to join you, really, but I'm already several drinks in.
Not even one spicy dish.
Jean? What is Jean doing here? Is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend? So she's so determined to become a knight that she... Okay, that's kind of weird.
Is Paimon kink shaming? Is she literally shaming the fact that she desires to become a knight that bad that she has befriended Jean in that way? Sometimes I really wanted to be friends with Sonic the Hedgehog, and maybe during my child's life, I imagined Sonic right next to me. Is she gonna say that's weird? Girl, are you serious? You're gonna do that right now? Next to literally two godlike figures? I can't.
Huh? Oh, hello. What are you guys doing?
Are you always training here?
You bet. Today, I heard Stanley talking about his adventures. It was incredible. It got me really pumped up. Oh, I hope I can be as outstanding as him one day.
So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with Master Jean?
I mean, obviously I want to become a knight. And if I got to go on an adventure with Jean herself, well, even better.
Seems Ellen really looks up to Jean.
Huh, thanks! I was thinking, it's not every day I get to hang out with the honorary knight. Would you join me for some sword training? Huh, how can I smash all these training dummies at once? Huh, so that's how to do it. I'm impressed. Oh, thank you. It's clear I still have a long way to go in my training.
So modest. I, for one, think you're quite the pro at this already.
Oh, well, I'm exhausted from training, so clearly my fitness needs some work. One day, though, I'll smash all the training dummies in Mondstadt.
Ellen, she's our girl. If she can't do it, Hilly Churl.
Thanks. Shoot, I got so caught up here I forgot there's something I was supposed to do today. Ugh, but I'm so sore from training. I can hardly move. Honorary Knight, could you deliver a message to Jack for me? He's a friend of mine, recently started as an adventurer. We were gonna meet up tonight and discuss adventure plans. Could you let him know it'll have to be another day? If I'm not mistaken, you should find him at the Temple of the Lion. He's adventuring with Stanley today. Stanley's a truly legendary adventurer, renowned in all of Mondstadt. He once set foot in the Mare Javari. Great! Thank you so much.
Behold, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung.
The Temple of the Lion? We explored this place once before, didn't we? During the Storm Terror incident. Seems like it's now a hot spot for adventurers. That can only mean one thing. We didn't bag all the loot last time! Looks like we can't go any further.
Not to worry, allow me. Those who wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky high. Yahoo! Let's look.
Wings of darkness! Come, sever night from day!
Access denied. Think you can get away? This is long overdue.
do? Access denied. Yeah.
I was so sure I was about to die.
To be fair, that could have gone either way. So, you must be Jack the Adventurer, I assume?
Yes. Who are you?
Actually, we came looking for you.
Ellen has a message for you. She said she won't be able to join you today to plan out your next adventure together. She'll join you some other time.
Oh, I see. I feel bad you had to come all this way to find me, and then had to rescue me.
Huh? I don't see what all the fuss is about. It was nothing that I, Stanley, couldn't have dealt with by myself.
Whoa! You are Stanley? You are that legendary adventurer? Renowned in all of Mondstadt? Who once set foot in the Mare Javari?
The very same.
I must say, it's an honor to meet one as legendary as yourself. Well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back or head further inside?
Well, I think you're now in the safe hands of Stanley, the great explorer and legend of Mondstadt. In which case, why head back now?
Okay, motion passed by unanimous consent. Let's head further in.
So, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Attitude says you don't got that. I am Stanley, the living legend. Stanley who braved the Mare Javari.
Enough already! Ugh. Stop name-dropping yourself every time you open your mouth!
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack will listen, won't you? Where was I?
You and your partner reached the Mare Javari, a famously terrifying place with not a wisp of wind.
Precisely. There was a deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us, as far as the eye could see. The Mare Javari. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow. So, did he make it?
Sadly, in the end, I alone was able to set foot on home ground once more. With the gentle breeze carried away the tears welling up in my eyes.
That poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
I know. Because an adventurer's proudest achievement is to die in the course of their final adventure.
Traveler, I believe I've made a small discovery. Could I ask you to use the Nernama detector once more?
What? Stanley has an imaginary friend?
It seems his imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior, covered in scars from head to foot, and a look's face. Oh, you thought so too, huh? I agree. He wasn't telling the whole story.
Please excuse me. I'll be leaving now.
Bye, Stanley.
do you two still have time to spare?
What is it?
A few days ago, Stanley got drunk and told me a secret. Something the weapons he took on his adventure all those years ago. They were none other than those once wielded by Mondstadt's greatest hero, Vanessa herself. The Sword of Brilliant Valor. I don't know whether you believe me, but apparently, both the sword and shield are still right here in Mondstadt, over in Dadaupa Gorge. Since you guys are the experts at this, can you come with me to try and retrieve these two legendary weapons? You bet! This is if I can just get a hold of something impressive enough to show my family what I'm capable of, right now, I'm just a rookie. So, I can't bring myself to tell Stanley about it, because my reason—
Aw, poor Jack. What? Venti.
I don't—
Oh, one other thing. I have a bottle of rare vintage wine that I had someone fetch for me a couple years ago. Help me find these weapons?
Dadaupa Gorge, was it? Let's hurry, there's no time to lose.
All hail! Access denied.
Hey, that bunch of hilly churls. Are they holding some kind of ceremony? And what's with that pile of knickknacks? Are they worshipping them?
Seems so. That must be the Sword of Brilliant Valor, surely!
For Rex Lapis!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Lo and behold, the Sword of Brilliant Valor.
Are you sure? Looks kinda basic to Paimon, and a little worse for wear, too. Why would Hilichurls be bowing down before a piece of junk like this?
Seems somebody tossed an old sword into a pile of spoils these Hilichurls were already celebrating.
This is in terrible shape, and it's so basic, I'm at a loss for words.
Say, Jack, have you ever seen an Anemo crystal fly? They're found in the open country around Mondstadt City. If you saw one in broad daylight, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. But in the pitch blackness of night, its brilliant glow is mesmerizing. It truly resembles an exquisite crystal dancing in the night air. Is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless, fades into the background. But when you're in dire straits, valor is the thing that gets you fired up and fighting back. It's the brilliant ray of light that guides you out from the darkness.
You're right. You're right. Then this has to be it. This is the Sword of Brilliant Valor.
So, we got our sword. Now we just need that shield. Let's scout around. It's definitely in Dadaupa Gorge, so... Huh?
There's somebody there.
Stanley? What's he doing here?
He's acting so weird.
What happened? Why did you stop all of a sudden?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just one of those Mora-spouting weasel thieves passed by is all.
What? Where? I want to see.
Maybe another time. We have a shield to find, remember? Brace yourselves. Yahoo! Yeah! Lo and behold, the Shield of Magnificent Honor.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. It's a chunk of wood. A chunk of scrap wood with the handle attached. Who in their right mind would use this as a shield?
There's also wine stains on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was just taken from a wine barrel.
And yet, my bard's intuition tells me that this is none other than the Shield of Magnificent Honor. Warriors wear their battle scars with pride, and shields are no different. Surely an intact shield is one that has shied away from the battlefield. Is not the broken and splintered shield the one that has fought in countless wars and lived to tell the tale? Though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end, till they have no blood left to bleed. Such magnificent strength of will. Is that not the truth?
You do have a point. Shiny new shields don't stay new and shiny. Okay then. Well, maybe if we... Ahem. Excuse me, Mr. Hilichurl? Well, okay. You take it from here. Hope you've picked up some Hilichurlian by now. If not, there's always body language. Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that. Seems cheerful enough. Maybe negotiating will work after all.
Well, if you insist, a tune I shall strum.
Seems cheerful enough. Maybe negotiating will work after all.
Mexican plata? Manilla. Manitata.
Oh, yeah! He actually gave us the shield!
Guys, thank you so much. I can't believe I actually found them. Mom, Dad, check out the legendary weapons I found.
Hey, wait! The wine, you promised! I actually helped a lot this time. What are you doing here, Stanley? Out for a stroll?
Hey, what are you doing here, Bard? Fancy that, huh? You, out for a stroll, too?
Oh, that's right. An after-dinner stroll, to be precise. We were also helping a friend look for something.
Paimon's starting to think Stanley might be a fraud. Did Stanley plant the sword and shield here in advance so as to not hurt Jack's feelings?
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dadaupa Gorge. You've fought battles here before, after all.
You better believe it. I can navigate this whole area with my eyes closed.
Wow. Then I admire your
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer like me. You guys had better watch out, though. I'll get back to my,
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away bragging to Jack, should he? Although, on further reflection, I must say I'm intrigued. Someone who can't let go of the past and gives up on the present instead. I wonder, if such a person was forced to take their first step towards the future, which way would they go?
What are you talking about?
I'm just musing to myself. Anyway, I propose we take a trip to Angel's Share tonight.
Liu as Archon? Did something awful happen again?
Go ahead and pick up.
What would you like?
You know, I'm glad I actually had the chance to come down here today. The tavern isn't overcrowded, and I couldn't be in a better mood.
Tell me, Stan. Tell me, what should I do?
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name?
Surely not. Even I've never heard tell of a second Stanley.
Oh, Stanley. It should have been me. I should have been the one to die in the Melchivari that day. Why won't your spirit come and stop me from using your name? Why? Why? If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless corner of the world. You were a renowned adventurer, destined to become a legend one day. But now, that'll never happen, because your life was cut short, and all because of a worthless tag-along.
what's going...
I think our friend really did make it to the Mare Javari. And I think the tragedy he encountered there was real too. But the real adventurer, the real Stanley, that was his partner, not him. The real Stanley is the one who died to save our Stanley.
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is called Stanley in the first place is because he stole the other Stanley's name?
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt will forget all about you. So I tell you adventure stories at every opportunity. Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the center of the Mare Javari. He's the greatest adventurer there ever was, and he lives on. Stanley will never die, because I am Stanley. I am Stanley. I'm sorry, Stanley. Getting too old. Are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Yikes! We're busted!
Go away. Save your questions. Just leave me in peace.
But...
Leave now. Don't make me tell you again.
Honorary Knight, Venti, and Paimon. I'm so glad you guys are here. I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find the sword and shield. My parents are finally supporting me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the Sword of Brilliant Valor and Shield of Magnificent Honor for me, so I can take them out on the road.
That's wonderful! So, Jack, is this the part where you bid farewell to Mondstadt and set off on your intrepid trip traversing Teyvat?
No, not yet. I still don't have what it takes to go too far from home just yet. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. They're what inspired me to become an adventurer and... Stanley, Oh, you're drunk again. We'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off. Maybe you can tell me some more of your...
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think?
Jack. Jack.
Jack left.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you for not telling him about my secret.
Huh? All of a sudden you're facing the facts? That isn't like you.
Just now, I couldn't bear to look at him. His adventurous spirit is so pure, unblemished. I'm just a weary old feckless fraud. But that kid is a brand new shining star, full of potential. I cannot allow his dreams to be crushed.
You're not a total fraud. Stanley's adventure stories and experiences. They're all true, aren't they?
Stories? Experiences? What's the point? To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of Stanley, they're hazy these days. That's my biggest secret of all, and my biggest fear. All these years, I've been living to tell his story. But his personality and the details of his life, I don't remember them clearly anymore. But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land. where his spirit can never be recovered.
Exactly. Even in his memory, the real Stanley isn't the living, breathing friend he knew at all. Instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that battle-scarred warrior, and that image has held him captive his entire life.
I'm too old. I never let go. But still, so much has slipped away. I'm completely and utterly worthless. No adventurer should have to go that way. No adventurer ever.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind. I can hear the wind blowing in the Mare Javari. I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
I can't believe it. Thank you all. And thank you, Lord Barbatos. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me some time to calm back down. But I think that I'm gonna be okay.
Ah, wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his true self and Jack can finally go his own way. This calls for a celebration. And by celebration, I do, of course, mean libation.
And by libation, you mean you're not leaving this tavern till you're too drunk to walk, right?
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owes me some wine, though. He promised me a rare vintage in exchange for helping him out, remember? I'll head off to fetch the wine. See you shortly. Let's meet at the usual place.
Huh? Where's that supposed to be? Why has Paimon never heard of it? Hey, Tone Deaf Bard!
Stanley. So many years after the fact, it's not even his friend himself that holds him back anymore. But I, for one, am confident that the people of Mondstadt will not forget his friend's story.
Brace yourselves. You made it. Finally.
Just tell us where you meet next time. So...
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it out to be a rare collector's edition vintage. When actually it's just a half bottle of regular cider. This takes me back. The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of the Seven. At that time, Old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant, who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane. Even the birds couldn't get in or out.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nowadays it's known as Storm Terror's lair, right? You mentioned it before.
That's right. The Tyrant of the Winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian, god of storms. Back then, I was but a wisp among the thousand winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I didn't even have a human form. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind, a gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better, or tiny seeds of hope.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form? Venti, do you mean—
Yep. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley. I took the form of a friend. In Old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told. Where a tyrant ruled, I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky, he was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom. And we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next part of the story?
Yes, of course. The suspense is killing Paimon. Now's the time you...
Getting a little... You know, you're so smart it almost makes... But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other is thinking. A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze, back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.
It's a nice haul.
Could it be true? What I've heard? Could it be true? What I've heard? Could it be true? What I've heard? Could it be true?
Sure, I'll play you another
What I've
tune.
heard.
But it'll cost you an apple.
Could it be true? What I've heard?
Come on, traveler, let's go.
Could
the
it be
world
true?
is full of lost ballads
What
just
I've heard.
waiting to be rediscovered.
Could it be true? What I've heard? Could it be true? What I've heard?
Come on, traveler, let's go. The world is full of lost ballads just waiting to be rediscovered.
Could it be true? what I've heard. Could it be true? What I've heard?
Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree, looking out over a meadow, cider in hand.
Could it be true? What I've heard? What I've heard?
Is it just Paimon, or is there something weird about those hilly trails over there? Paimon thinks so too. We've seen plenty of hilly trails before, and they're always the bad guys. But this is different. Uh-oh. This is right by the Wangshu Inn, too. The guests are in great danger. Now that we've seen it, if we don't do anything about it, Paimon will feel really guilty. Let's go take care of them.
Think you can get away? Let's play!
These super evil hilly trolls are more difficult to defeat than the usual kind. Hey! Seems like people are gathering over there. Wonder what they're doing. Whoa! See that guy in the mask? Oh, you mean like Xiao? Now that you mention it, this guy's mask is kind of similar to... But the magic he was using seemed even more adept. Hello! Allow us to introduce...
Please, if you're here to thank me, there's no need. Cleanse... Wait. Who are you? One had assumed you were followers.
My name's Paimon, and this...
One sees. One too shall introduce oneself. The one before you is the Adeptus. One descended from one's mountain abode to cleanse the world of evil, where...
Our wishes? Paimon thought that the Adepti and Leela were just really good in battle. You mean you can...
There are different levels of Adepti. Are not the stars loftier than the mountains, clouds, and moon? Yet, it is unbecoming of an Adepti to boast of one's powers. One would have you first speak to one's followers, and only then make your verdict.
Have you seen the Master of Stars in action? His power... I believe that now. There is finally some hope from watching him use his magic is all the proof you need. Not long ago, I sought some medicine from him on behalf of my ailing father. Once it was boiled and ready, it gave off this really ethereal mist. Seemed pretty adeptal to me. Adepti medicine is surely the most potent. Sure, you have to make some sacrifices if you seek help from an adeptus like the Master of Stars.
The Millilith don't really need to do shifts when the Master of Stars is around. I'm a merchant, and I had an especially valuable batch of goods that needed transport. Reason being, monsters run a mile as soon as he so much as hold. It didn't come cheap, of course, but then soliciting the services...
Finally, a life. Oh, after my fiancé had been left. But then I turned to the Master of Stars for help. At his suggestion, I started burning paintings of. I can't explain it, but it really worked. I'm so overjoyed that I gave a portion of my wedding budget to the Master of Stars.
What do you think? One's adherents may Surely you jest. There was once a senior adeptus. All things are connected. That which mortals call imagination is merely the bridge betwixt the spiritual and the material. In other words, their wishes are already on the path of transitioning into...
Nope. It makes them way more complicated.
Indeed.
Okay.
Oh? You need but ask.
Hey, isn't that a...
Indeed. It would be inappropriate. One wanders among mortals, doing good and cleansing evil. One...
Ah, got it.
Now then, what are your wishes? What? So be it. But first,
What's that supposed to...
The way of the Adepti cannot be grasped from words alone. One must seek the profound truth.
What do we do? Paimon doesn't understand him. Oh, that's right. Some of those believers meant... Well, Paimon's not forking over anymore, and you don't even have a vision. Hey, why don't we make him a tasty snack? Yep, why don't we head over to Wanwen Bookhouse and see if they got any new...
Or not.
So, you'd like a copy of Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti?
Yes. Here.
Oh, aren't you...
Hey, isn't that, Star Snapper? What a coincidence running in... Did you hear the name of the book he just bought? Well, anyway, it was definitely a book about the Adepti. Really? What's so fishy about him? So, what you're trying to say is that he can't... Paimon thinks we should check out that book. Maybe we'll find...
Buying or not.
Hey there! We'd like...
Huh. Since when did that old chestnut become a bestseller? You're a rare breed of youngster if this is what you like to read. But you should be able to find a copy somewhere on that shelf over there.
So, are you buying or not?
This is the one! Let's see what it's all...
In ancient times, Liyue was a land of misery, where the shadow of evil loomed large. As slain gods festered, their vengeful wrath cursed the world, manifesting in infernal forms. When demons stirred, miasmas, monsters, and mutations infested the land. Then Rex Lapis summoned the Yakshas to vanquish the demons. They swore an oath: restore order through slaughter, purge evil through battle. To this, we dedicate our lives. Eons of bloodshed later, karmic debt weighed upon them, phantom wrath seeping into their broken souls. They went mad with fear, turned on each other, or succumbed to the darkness. Of the 5 foremost Yakshas, death came to 3, while the 4th vanished without a trace. In the millennia since, one conqueror of demons remains the sole surviving Yaksha in the mortal realm. And only on moonlit nights, in the glow from Guyun, and in the sound of the Dihua flute, is his memory preserved.
This book is about the Yakshas, a group of Adepti who defend Liyue. Seems like a pretty... So, there used to be 5 main Yakshas, but supposedly only one of them is still alive today. Do you think that it could have anything to do with that Star Snatcher guy? No, surely not. He does... The book says that the wrathful spirits of the gods defeated during the Archon War can sometimes cause plagues, monsters, or mutations. All of which sound pretty horrendous. Hey, wait a second! Paimon wonders if... Do you think those super evil hilichurls we saw earlier were the mutations that the book's talking about? The book says that the Yakshas, after fighting against the wrath of the gods for thousands of years, became bound by karma. Poisoned by the hateful thoughts of the gods, the Yakshas would often descend into indescribable fits of terror, rage, or agony. It's so tragic. After everything they went through and all their years of protecting Liyue, they got no reward and had to deal with so much suffering instead. Yep, Paimon thinks we've already summed up all the key points. So back to the matter at hand. The things we need answers on are 1, where did those super evil-looking hilichurls come from? And 2, what does Star Snatcher have to do with the Yakshas, right? Now to head back to where this all started and commence our investigation. Let's part the fog of mystery that hangs over Dwayne Karst and let the truth shine through in its full glory! To be honest, Paimon actually hopes he is a real Adeptus. His exorcism technique seemed real enough at least. But if we get our hopes up, there's further for them to come down. So it makes sense to investigate thoroughly first, just to be sure. Alright, let's head back to Wangshu Inn!
Flee at my command, foul demon! Flee! Why won't you flee?
Uh-oh. Looks like... And there are innocent bystanders!
No touching! For Rex Lapis!
Here we go!
Oh, I don't get it. Why didn't the Sigil of Permission do anything? Has the evil aura of these hilly churls grown in intensity?
Sigil of Permission, huh? Now why does that sound familiar? Right! It's a keepsake of the Adepti, so it must still contain traces of their power! No wonder he was able—
What are you two babbling on about? One is merely underslept, meaning were one but given another opportunity.
Well, as it happens, there goes another bunch of evil hilly churls.
One suddenly feels ill at—
So you were just bragging out— Come on, Traveler.
Right.
Oh, it's that Conqueror of Demons again. No wonder. Paimon was just wondering who could have made such short work of these hilly churls. Let's see what a real Adeptus has to say about all this.
It's you. I remember you. I was purging some living beings that had been tainted by the demonic. It would appear that I have caused you some trouble.
Huh? He isn't usually this polite. What's going on? But you are exorcising demons. How is that causing trouble?
That is because the changes that occurred in these monsters stem from me. Or more precisely, from the karma I have accumulated.
Mutations? Karma? Does that mean... Yeah, Paimon remembers that Xiao...
I see. You must mean that piece of literati fan fiction from a few hundred years ago. All things are impermanent, and to exist is to suffer. We Yakshas have no need of sympathy. My comrades who have passed on would see your tears as a stain upon their legacy.
Oh...
It matters not. In any case, I am on my way to purge a cavern of demonic influence.
Wait! Take us with you!
No need. I am used to fighting alone.
Well then... Oh! Consider it Paimon's penance for being accidentally rude just now!
Well, come on then.
So, Xiao, you've been suffering from the bad karma all this time?
Suffering is my price to pay for eons of endless slaughter. I have come to accept this. But in recent years, other living things have suffered, when the burden should be mine alone to bear. I must reflect on this. Finish your preparations, and we shall enter.
getting goosebumps.
I will use the ritual known as the Bane of All Evil to relieve this place of its karma. You must remain calm.
Evil conquering!
Useless! Worthless! 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 Useless! Here!
Bane of all evil. That must be the power you got for being a vigilant Yaksha, right? Paimons just realized that you only wear your mask when you're fighting the bad guys. But that Star Snatcher guy wears his mask the rest of the time, too.
Star Snatcher. I am aware of no Adeptus by such a name.
So he is a fraud! Well, we'll continue this discussion later. You should focus on your battle for now.
Here!
Worthless! Useless! Worthless! 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 Useless! Worthless! Worthless! Here! Here! Worthless! 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 Here! Here! Foreign! It is good that we came here. An unusual number of living things had fallen under infernal influence. Had we not arrived in good time, now, This Star Snatcher you speak of.
Ooh, Paimon!
An Adeptus who grants wishes. To think that people could be so easily deceived by such blatant lies.
As an Adeptus, do you have the power to grant wishes, Xiao?
The Liyue of yesteryear would never ask the Adepti for boons unearned. Millennia ago, the ancestral people of Liyue asked for nothing more than the strength to defend the land they called their home.
To be honest, an Adepti who grants people's wishes is probably more appealing to people nowadays.
However feeble people nowadays may be, they are not my concern. I concern myself only with following Rex Lapis's original decree.
Oops. Paimon spoke without one more thing? That fake Adeptus has a sigil of permission.
Wait. Truly? Fool. Exorcising demons without exterminating them. It is no wonder they have been congregating here. If this continues, things may spiral out of even my control. We must confiscate his sigil of permission.
Great minds think alike! Paimon agrees. We've got to show that trickster what you... And it just so happens that we've got a real Adeptus with us too. If Xiao...
No. I only slay demons.
Who said anything about...
It would certainly benefit Liyue if we could convince him to cease his wicked ways. I possess an art called Dream Trawler. It is normally used to separate the soul from the body, that one might cultivate oneself in a wake, but it can also be used to call forth the spirits of...
Whoa! Now that's a real Adepti art for ya!
A ritual must be performed for this art to be used. Assist me in gathering a few items. A censer, 7 lamps, and something to reduce the temperature.
Reduce the temperature. Oh, but as for the censer and the 7 lamps...
Do you know of the 2 Yaksha statues that stand guard beside a merchant road on the southern face of Mount Tianheng? The ancestors of the people of Liyue built shrines there to honor the Yakshas. Once you have found them, meet me at the Yaksha statues.
Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.
will probably have the kinds of sensors and lanterns that Xiao wanted us to pick up.
The spirit soars the mountains high, while the body rests.
Sorry to interrupt you, but...
Well, I'll be. A pair walk into a shrine, neither to seek nor worship gods or adepti, but to pilfer the tools of worship for the...
We know it's rude to ask, but we just...
For the Dream Trawler ritual, I trust. I have been in the shrine for far longer than you would expect. Perhaps as a reward for my faithfulness, I have been endowed with...
Wow.
It matters not. Take what you need. It is a fortuitous thing that these items may be of service to you. They serve little purpose here, in any case. Nothing that you need concern yourself with. Please, take what you wish.
This sensor should be fine, right? At least it isn't as run down as the shrine. So next, we just need to grab the 7 star lamps, right? The sooner we start, the sooner we'll be done.
Nothing...
Paimon thinks we've got all the ones we can use now. But let's say bye to that guy before we leave, shall we? Huh? Where?
I had presumed that once you had acquired what you came for, you would forget about me and simply be on your way. My physical form ceased to exist over 1,000 years ago. What you witnessed earlier was... Now that you have taken the 7 star lamps and sensor used in the mortal lingering ritual, my form is no longer visible to you. I was once a junior in the Order of the Yakshas, bestowed with the name Pervases by Rex Lapis himself. Yet my strength failed, and I was slain in battle. Today is the anniversary of my death. My last wish was to see a modern Liyue, and so I took the liberty of performing this ritual here. That aside, you were sent here by the Conqueror of Demons, were you not?
So, you two know each other?
I sense his aura upon you. Even after all, I am truly...
Don't say that, Pervases. You sacrificed...
Life is a precious thing, yes. But when I think of the burden that the Conqueror of Demons must bear... Death seems to me to have been the easy way out. A selfish indulgence, even.
Pervases.
I apologize. Birthdays are joyful occasions. But by the same token, it is hard not to be melancholy on the anniversary of one's death. The mortal lingering will not last much longer. Take care, you two. And if only I
could taste some authentic. By wave and storm, I hunt for fish.
Huh? Looks like he's gone then. Paimon really hopes that at least someone will remember Pervases the Yaksha. We should get going. But let's come back here and make an offering sometime.
Fry!
No touching! Next on the agenda.
Picked. Should replace my hammer.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
Have you gathered the items for the ritual? This sensor and these lamps. Their designs are flawless. Almost as if...
Oh, and,
Pervases. Yes. This does have the hallmarks of something Pervases might do. As I thought, it seems that he could not leave Liyue behind, either. I hope that its present state will allow him to rest in peace. Well then, let us place the sensor in the middle and surround it with the 7-star lamps. Adorn the area with the items of abject cold. Once this is done, we shall proceed. Yes, this will do. Now, the next step is the key to perform. There are 4 steps to performing this ritual. Offering incense, meditation, incantation, and loosing an arrow. Adepti arts are the product of millennia of study by Adepti. Failure to take this seriously could cause the technique to devour one's own. When offering the incense, we place the incense. Meditation is to empty ourselves of trivial thoughts, and to focus on the target of the art we are performing. Then we shall recite the incantation in a loud voice. Devayaksha, bring forth sin! Finally, we will loose an arrow towards each of the Yaksha statues to enlist their authority for our contract. If all goes well, Star Snatcher's soul will be brought forth shortly. If you have no other questions...
Then we meditate. Paimon real... It looks like the Yaksha statues are glowing at the waist. So we just fire 1 arrow each at the glowing parts, right?
Close enough. Leave the rest to me.
Where is one? Huh? You two look familiar. What's with one's body? One feels light, weightless. An Adepti art? But as for the matter of one's present location, one could have sworn that one was dozing off. Wait, that must be it. One must indeed be...
There's no helping this guy, is there?
Huh? What is the meaning of this?
All right, time to take him down a peg.
Such impertinence. Where are one's... Hey, stop it! Stop it! Ow! Please stop! I surrender. Yes. Oh, how did I ever have this? Please, great Adepti, spare my life.
We did call your spirit here, but we're not Adepti.
You deceive the masses with quackery. Masquerade as an Adeptus. Exorcise demons without exterminating them. And display a callous lack of regard for life. One day, you will reap that which you have sown. For those who invite the infernal into their lives...
Seems like Xiao.
Oh, great Adeptus. Might I ask your name? It really is you. It's truly you.
You know about Xiao?
Of course. My grandfather was a folklorist. To this day, I'm an avid collector of books, but ever since I discovered a sigil of permission, well, at first, I was just imitating the Adepti for...
Huh. so to...
Yes. Thank you both for Oh, great conqueror of demons, please allow me... I swear to turn away from evil, to live...
I will remember your oath. Now go.
Thank you. 1,000 thanks for your forgiveness.
He seemed very earnest when he was making that oath there. Guess he won't be tricking anyone anymore. Oh, wait. We haven't gotten the Sigil of Permission back yet. Let's head over to Wangshu Inn first thing tomorrow.
I created another universe. In fact,
Hey there, boss. Star Snatcher's staying here, right?
Star Snatcher. You mean the false Adeptus who... He signed in here under the name Wang Ping An. He's already checked out. He said he wished to go... yes! He also requested that I give this letter to a traveler who journeys together with a talking fairy, should they come asking for him.
Talking fairy?
Well, anyway, you must be the traveler.
How strange that he would leave a letter for us. Come on, open... Huh? Seems like he actually left us a few nice trinkets. Along with... Paimon hasn't met a bad guy like him in a long time. Yeah. Anyway... We got the Sigil of...
You have my thanks.
May I take your order, sir?
1 grilled tickerfish.
Certainly. Well,
Huh. No almond toast.
Tickerfish was Pervasi's favorite. I just wanted to see how it tastes.
Huh.
By wave and storm I hunt for... Was there anything else? I am accustomed to eating alone.
Uh-huh. And so...
Alright, that's kind of it for me. I think I did enough quests. I still have more to do, but I'm gonna do them next time. I didn't even gonna come here, but whatever. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.